Hey guys, this is Monica with romoplans, and today I am going to flip through my reading planner for the books that I have read in January. So I know we're kind of in the middle of February, but I finally got everything done for January in my reading planner. And since this is the first year that I'm really doing a reading journal, I didn't really want to set anything up on camera because I'm still trying to figure some things out of how I want everything set up. So we're just gonna kind of flip through it. I do have an envelope of book covers that we're gonna put down through the yearly pages as we go through everything. So in January, I read 8 books, and I do have a flip through of like how I set everything up as well on my channel if you want to check it out. But we have the title page, and then so this, I don't have anything to do here because this one I will update at the end of March. I did go ahead and fill in my pixels here. So purple is the combination. So if I read more than one format in a day, which is most of the days, because in my morning routine I read a physical book, and then my fiction books is either like audio, ebook, physical book. So I had a lot of those, and then I went ahead and added so I'm doing a dot when I start a book, and then I'm doing the slash when I finish a book. And for these days that I started and finished the book, they just have both. So there were only a couple of days that I actually didn't read. There were only 5 days in January that I didn't read anything at all. So it's pretty good. I've been reading a lot, just a lot of things going on, and reading is my escape for things. So definitely have been doing a lot of that this year so far. Okay, so this is my yearly stats page. I have not filled this in yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in with you. So like I said, I read 8 books. And this is the Artist Loft illustration pens in 0.5 from Michaels. And I have really been liking using this pen in this journal. And I've actually been using it in my budget planner as well. It's got a nice dark, it's a bigger tip than like the microns. So I've really enjoyed it. For my pages, I read 3,479. Now the way I do my pages is I count my pages for every book that I read, because I like to know at the end of the year how many pages I actually read. So even for my audiobooks, I still count that amount of pages in this pages. I read 3 audiobooks. I read 1 ebook, and then I read 4 physical books, which is a lot for me for physical books, but I did some rereads, so that was why. And then I did 4 owned, like books that I own physical copies for. I did 1 BIPOC, and so this I kind of should have named it diverse, because this is for BIPOC and or LGBTQ authors. I'm just wanting to read more of those this year. I've never tracked it, so it's interesting to track that. And then my average rating was 4.25. I had a really good reading month, but like I said, I did some rereads, so I kind of knew that those were going to be good. And then this is my new releases. I have added some on here. Onyx Storm came out in January. In February, so Deep End from Ali Hazelwood came out. I have not read that yet. And then The Charlie Method, which I believe is Elle Kennedy from her Campus Diaries series, comes out at the end of the month. And then we have Wild Side, I think that's with Elsie Silver. And then Say You'll Remember Me, I think that's with Abby Jimenez. I probably should have put the authors down, but I didn't. And then my series tracker, I haven't done anything else to it. I I don't know. I need to do something to it. I need to add some more series on here, but I just haven't done that yet. Okay, and then my nonfiction TBR, I did read Good Morning, Good Life. So here I'm just putting the date that I read it. And then we're going into my physical TBR, which I did not think when I did this page that I was using acrylographs and they are paint pens. So when you color over them, it completely covers what you color. And I had already done my key and I did not want to redo it. So we were just coloring in the book. And I went ahead and I made this whole bookshelf sticker with all of the books on my bookshelf that I have not read yet. And so we're just coloring it over and I'm not writing over it. That's just how it's going to be. So, but I just was not thinking when I did this that you wouldn't be able to see the titles once you color it in with acrylograph. And then my books read, so we did 8. And so I'm just using the same color key that I'm using for this bookshelf and colored in, and then I just wrote in the numbers after that. So, and then here I just kind of wrote in all of the books that I did read for January. So with this, we're gonna add in some book covers. So, and I'm just keeping these in this little envelope. I got this envelope on a set on Amazon. I actually got it to keep some of my memory keeping stuff in, and I had some extras, and I thought it was a good thing just when I'm printing stuff off. So I have my 5-star reads, and I'm just going to grab this. I did write on the back of it when I printed everything off where I wanted it to go, just so I would remember. So we have The Women by Kristen Hanna. Me and some friends read that as part of like a little book club that we're doing. And then I have Onyx Storm. This is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series, so the 4th Wing series. And this was actually my favorite for the month. I absolutely loved this book, and it kind of put me in a reading hangover, but I absolutely love it. So we're not doing anything with the book matrix and the 2025 book rankings. At the end of the year, I will go through and my top 12 books of the year, I will put down here and then I will rate them. So these pages we're not really doing anything with. And then same thing with book superlatives. I'm not going to do anything with these until the end of the year, but I did add in a favorite author. So Rebecca Sharp, she's actually Dr. Rebecca Sharp, and I read a series from her and I just really enjoyed it, and I'd like to read some more of hers. So this page, I'm doing it. I have just the first column, but if I may just kind of put 2 names on, just put the names down this column and then do a second column as well if I need it. And then I have my book club pages. So I am doing 2 book clubs this year. So the first one is my Planner Bestie book club, and we did The Women there. The second one is a work book club. So there is a group of people at my job, and we're all over because we all work from home all over the country. But it's a sci-fi fantasy book club. I actually did not read this book this month. This was just a timing. I was rereading 4th Wing and Iron Flame. I had Onyx Storm. I had some other stuff that I wanted to make sure and get done. So I actually didn't read this book this month. My husband owns it, so I can go back and read it if I want to. But I did want to just mark what the book was. And then my A to C challenge, I have some of those. This is for the title, and if the title starts with the, a, and an, I can take the second word. Like I'll do the second word. So we have a couple of those. The first one is Archer, and this was a book by Rebecca Sharp. So, and then we have Guava Flavored Lies. Come on. I'm hoping I don't run out of tape runner. So that's going to be for G. And then we have Not You, It's Me. That's going for N. Then we have Onyx Storm for O. And then the last one is The Women for W. So that was all of the A to Z challenges. And then we have my buzzword challenge. So this one was to do truth or lies in the title. And so I did guava flavored lies for this one. All right, so then my next challenge is the Taylor Swift challenge. Now, I had decided that, and the way I do my challenges, that a book can go for multiple challenges, but it can only go for one prompt in a challenge. And I also decided that for right now, I'm not gonna do the rereads for the challenges. I'm just gonna do like the new books. At the end of the year, if some rereads fit into the challenge, I probably will put them in there. But for right now, I just want to keep it new books. So in this challenge, I took from different challenges that I found online, and I just did 3 songs from each album, and then I made these stickers, and we have a spot for if she does another album, or I just left this blank. So, and then with the 3 songs, I did a prompt for the song. So the first one is Enchanted, and that was a fantasy book. So we're gonna do Onyx Storm. And then Red, a book with a red cover, we're gonna do The Women. All right, and then for You Need to Calm Down, an LGBTQ main character, we're gonna do the Guava Flavored Lies for that one. And then the last one that we're gonna do is Exile, and that is a dual POV. I knew that one would be a super easy one for me because I love dual POVs in my books. So that's all that we have for the Taylor Swift challenge. And then we have my Pop Sugar challenge. These stickers are from Sticker Party. So I'm just gonna put 1, 1, 25 starting. And I just love the colors that she uses. They're just super bright, and like they're rainbow, but not the traditional rainbow. So I just love those. For these, I only have 2. And so I'm trying to find them. Okay, so a highly anticipated read of 2025, that has got to be Onyx Storm for me. And I'm just gonna go ahead and color in these stars. All right, so then the next one is, I think it's on the next page. So the next one is a book centering LGBTQ plus characters that isn't about coming out. That was Guava Flavored Lies. And that one, so that one was a 3-star for me. Okay, so that's all of my yearly challenges and yearly pages. And then we are going into January. So for January, I did just a 2-page spread. For the rest of the year, I've decided that I'm gonna actually do two-page spreads. Just because there are some stuff that I want to add into my monthly view and everything. So these stickers are from the JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop advent calendar, the luxury advent calendar. I absolutely love her stickers, and the plan is to use her stickers from that advent calendar throughout the reading journal. So each month I will open up one of the envelopes and then I will use that to decorate. So here I have my visual time to read. I do want to mention that this stamp set, so that stamp set is this from Tori's Tori Designs. She does journaling videos here on YouTube, and she has an Etsy shop that she has some stamps. I absolutely love it. And so that's where, like, these stamped words, that's where they come from. So for the visual time to read, I just did the monthly view, and then I wrote in here, and then I color coded it audio, ebook, and physical. And then I have my totals here: 8 books, 3,479 pages, 86.9 hours, 1 BIPOC. And then I have some graphs. And for the graphs, the circles, I just used the stencil that I got on Amazon. So it has pretty much any size that you need. So the first one I did was format. So I did 3 physical, 1 ebook, and 3 audio, 1 ebook, and 4 physical. And then genre, I did 3 fantasy, 3 romance, 1 historical fiction, and then 1 nonfiction. And then read from, I did 4 owned, none from the library, and then 3 Audible and 1 Kindle Unlimited. And then rating, I had 2 3 stars, 2 4 stars, and 4 5 stars. And then for my reading log, I just did the book covers. So I did Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. We did Archer, Not You, It's Me, Good Morning, Good Life, Guava Flavored Lies, and The Women. And then I put book club pick here for the women. And then I did Onyx Storm bigger with favorite book. And I did like smear the stamps a little bit on there, but that is just my January pages. So I counted how many pages I would need to do 2 spreads for every month, then a spread for each of the quarters, and then a spread for the yearly stats. And then after I counted those, and then I went into the book reviews. So I wanted to do something simple for this page, just kind of the page going into the book reviews. So I used the stamp set that I had, and then I used these stickers from Live Love Posh. It's from her Book Babe sticker book. So just something that was kind of book themed, but I really like the simplicity of it. I didn't think it needed a ton of decoration for the title page. And I haven't done the actual reviews because some of these I want to get kind of spoilery in my reviews, and I didn't want to put that on there. And plus, I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. So I have these here for the format that I read them in. And so this one, I just did 3 reviews per page. And so I have the dates read, the pages, and then if it was audio, I have length of the book with the hours, and then title, author, and then the genre, and then a spot for my review. So, and I tried to pick markers that match the cover. I don't know if I actually like that with them being 3 different colors, I haven't decided. So y'all let me know what you think of that, but I haven't really decided how I feel about it. So it's not you, it's me. That was a 3-star for me. It was kind of a filler book after, I think after, all right, so Fourth Wing. Yeah, it was a filler book after Fourth Wing before I started Iron Flame, because I read Fourth Wing at the very beginning of the month, thinking that it was going to take me like at least a week to get through it. And it only took me a very short amount of time because I absolutely devoured it. And then I needed a filler book because I didn't want there to be a ton of time between me finishing Iron Flame and starting Onyx Storm. So I just kind of picked something on Audible, and it was cute, but I don't know. Like 3 is not bad for me. 3 is, I liked it. It didn't blow me away, but I liked it. And then the same thing with Guava Flavored Lies. I actually picked this because I needed a book for my buzzword challenge, but I liked it. I liked the author's writing, and I'm definitely want to read more from the author. I just, with the premise of it, I felt like I wanted more of certain aspects of the book, I guess. So, and then Good Morning, Good Life, I did 4 stars. That's a nonfiction book. It's about morning routine, which if you've seen my goal videos, you know is a big goal that I have this year. And I read this from 1/8 to 131 because I read my nonfiction book throughout the month in my morning routine. So it does take me quite a while to do that. So then on this page, I just did 2 book reviews, and I accidentally used the yellow up here and then I had to color over it. I know that I could have cut out, but I don't, I know that I could have cut out a page and taped it over, but I just decided not to do that and just go with it. So this one is Archer. It's by Rebecca Sharp. It's a romance book. This is a series that she did a Instagram ad where the main male characters of this series, she was inspired by the men of Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds, and Spencer Reid is my favorite, and Spencer Reid is in book 4, and so of course I had to read the series. But they are very good. This one I gave 4 stars to. It was a very solid book, but it did take me a while to read it just because I started reading it and then it got put on the back burner while I did all of my Empyrean reads. But that was really the only reason that it took that long to read, because I'm done with the series and I basically have binged the rest of the series. But it is a very good book. It is a very good series, and it does give kind of Criminal Minds vibes to it. They do talk about the BAU in it, but so yeah, it's very good. And then I have Kristen Hanna, The Women, and so that one I gave 5 stars to. I just really enjoyed this book. It was very different from the books that I usually read. I usually do not read anything like historical fiction. So, but it was very good, and it was very, we had a very good conversation about it in like our book club meeting. And so, but I really did enjoy it. This is about a girl who is a nurse in the Vietnam War, and just her experience, and then her experience coming home. And so it's very, a lot of it, there's a lot of themes that parallel to today, and not in a positive way, but they parallel to things going on today. And so it was just a very, very good read. And then I went ahead and decided to put all of my Empyrean books on one spread. So we have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. These were rereads for me. I love these books. Like I said, I love the story. I love the world. I love that the themes around this book and these books. And I have these dragon stickers from my friend Amy's shop. And Stormy Creatives. So, and I'll have everything linked down below if you want to check it out. But she has these dragon stickers, and I just felt like the page needed dragons. I don't know if all of them will be kind of like this style of review, or if I may do like a more decorative style sometimes. But for now, I just kept it with this style. So all of these are 5 stars for me. I will say that well, I love Fourth Wing because it introduces the characters, introduces the world and everything. I have to say, I think Onyx Storm is my favorite so far. Just the level of character development in this book, the level of world building, and just we learn a lot more about the world, and it's just so good. So that is the review pages for January, and then I will go in once in February and I will do that. But I kind of you know, like sometimes I will have 3 on a page, sometimes I'll have 2, and then sometimes I'll do a page for this. So I have enough pages where if I hit my reading goal, I could do like 1 a page. But I know that there's going to be some that I'm just going to do 2 because I'm not that great at writing reviews, which is why I didn't really write them beforehand, because I kind of want to think about what I want to write. And like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill up this whole space with reviews. So I may end up adding some more dragons as well. But so I know that like this is going to be fine. Like this amount of space is going to be fine for me. So, but I should have enough room for reading unless I go really, I don't know, if I go on how I'm going now, maybe not. I may have to double and triple up more, but I should have enough room for it. So let me know down below if you keep a reading journal, or if you're tracking your reading, how you're tracking it. I am actually tracking it a couple of different ways. I'm tracking it here. I also have a spreadsheet, and then I am on using Storygraph this year. I did go ahead and put in my January books for Goodreads, but I'm not really using Goodreads, but I still have a lot of friends that are on Goodreads, and that's kind of why I went and put the books in. But as far as my day-to-day tracking, I am using Storygraph for that, because I love it. It gives you so much data. You can do half stars, and it's a really good company that I want to support. So that is my journal for January. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss any more of my videos. I hope you have a great day.